They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here at the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Golden Gophers will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a...
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got room to work. There he goes! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Golden Gophers offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. He'll pull it on the read. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun to give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, When you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I think because the quarterback just wasn't able to transfer his weight and really step into that throw, the ball sailed on him a little bit. And that defender had a chance to make that interception. That's one you've got to make the quarterback pay for.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Working that left side. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Looking for the score. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Got the quick completion. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the side. In the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Lanier. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's he's loose down the left side. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Minnesota! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Reynolds. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires left. Makes a connection. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He stops at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? Now, we've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum. So next.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for space, it's Wallace. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Bring in the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well. They need to keep that up here on this drive.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
To the air on 1st down. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Lanier. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score.
Breaks away on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Makes the grab. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play.
Picked off to stop the threat. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hayes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hayes. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Got it in the middle. It's Lanier. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Hayes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the
strong pass rush? Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his man. It's Lanier. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Unleashes one. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Hayes. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Line out trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Fights off a defender. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let it go. Grabs it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. On the run, still looking. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough...
Touchdown, Penn State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Hit as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested play.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Makes a man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They want that clock to run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he tags on the extra point. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Hard in the backfield. It's Lanier. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Are they really that worried about a bad snap that they're trying to punt on third down?